You know, I've been filming these videos with this GoPro for the past little bit with the filthiest lens. I'm pretty sure it's still filthy. Let's get some light on it. Oh, that's not too bad. Hey guys, how the frig's it going? Last week after going fishing and all that, I got to thinking, and I mentioned about how I want to launch the kayak because like Nipissing's, I'm petting the cat in case you're wondering. She's being kind of derpy. But how Nipissing's kind of a pain in the ass and all that. And I was like, you know, it'd be awesome launching the kayak. And then I got to thinking about last year when I went kayaking with my buddy Adam, because he has the same exact kayak as me, except for his is like orange and 1 year older. But he has a Riot Edge as well. And the only difference between our kayaks is I outfitted mine with rod holders in the back and the front. And he only had the rod holder in the front. But he only brought one rod with him. I brought two, plus a net. Which I forgot I had a net and I never used it the whole time I was out because I never bring a net with me. I'm stupid like that. But anyway, enough of that. The only thing I didn't like about kayaking was transporting the kayak from the truck to the lake because I didn't have any way to do it. Like, yeah, I can't just pick it up because I have all my gear on me, life jacket, tackle box, the rods and all that. So carrying everything on me and walking down the lake was really awkward. Like a 13-foot kayak that probably comes in, and I want to say about 70 pounds. 70 pounds isn't too much to grip one hand and carry. Okay, maybe for some it is, but for me it's not. The problem is it's freaking awkward because if you grab it from the porthole, it's heavier in the front than it is in the back. I could be wrong on that, it might be the other way around. Anyway, it's off balance, it's off kilter. So you're carrying it and it's constantly one of the dips. And now you're like flexing your wrist while flexing your lats, trying to get this thing going. It's bouncing off your leg, it's awkward, it's annoying, it's stupid, it's dumb. So I got to thinking, they got to make a way to transport these damn things down to the lake. And then I remembered one of the teenagers that I fish with, he has a fishing kayak and he has a cart. Basically, his kayak is one of those you sit on top of it, not in it. It's an actual true fishing kayak. Mine is a touring kayak that I converted to fishing by fishing out of it pretty much and adding rod holders and shit. Well, I guess you can make anything a fishing vessel if you fish from it, right? Like take some buckets, strap them to some wood, as long as it floats and you don't submerge and you're able to comfortably fish from it, you're probably all right. But I'm drilling off topic again. He had a cart that he strapped onto the ass end of his kayak, then grabbed the front nose and wheel it around. I need that. But the sit on top fishing kayaks, they're pretty much solid plastic hull. There's no hole in them. There's no, like I got portholes to store cargo. They have a flat deck in the back with meshing. So when he's not, like when he gets to the lake and he's ready to launch, he just takes his thing, folds it up and drills it into the mesh, and then it just sits on the back of the kayak until he beaches and then takes it off, unfolds it, hooks it back up to the kayak and drags his kayak where it has to go. I needed one that would basically, I can take the wheels off, fold it up and fire it in a porthole and then go do what I got to do. And then when I get back to beach, you know, pop the porthole, put the cart back together and get out there and fish. So I started checking Amazon, found a bunch of different brands, Vivor, Suzier, all these, and they all look the same, right? I swear. It's just one company farting these things out, generic brand, and everybody's grabbing them and putting their own logo on. So then I was like, you know what? If that's the case, that everybody's farting them out, what are the odds of Canadian Tire having these? Turns out my odds are great. Canadian Tire had them for roughly the same price as what's on Amazon. And unlike Amazon, I can get it right now because they had one left in stock. So after work today, I went to Canadian Tire and I hooked myself up. So we're gonna go check out that cart and see how it loads. I also got something else for the water. Last time I went, I didn't have anything to drink. I didn't bring any water with me. We were out on the lake for 4 or 5 hours, somewhere around there. And I didn't have any beverage with me. And I was cramping up because I was getting dehydrated. My buddy Adam, he had a life straw. Now, if you've never heard of a life straw, you don't know what it is, I'll give you an explanation. Basically, it's a straw that has a built-in filtration system. You literally take it, stick it in a puddle of water, suck, and you get water. Now, these things are designed where you could stick them in the swamp with the muckiest water and you're gonna get pure water out of it. They are meant as a survival thing. Well, guess what they make? They make a life straw freaking water bottle with the life straw built into it. This filter can filter 1,000 liters of water, apparently. Is it 1,000 or 4,000? Sorry, I'm wrong. 4,000 liters, 1,000 gallons of water. This is a 1 liter bottle, I think. So literally I can take this, submerge it in the lake, fill it up with fresh cold water from the lake, pop the top on, start drinking it, pure water, filters out all the bullshit. And I've tried life straws before. I have a generic life straw. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll just grab one of my life straws and bring it on the kayak. Well, the problem is the straw is no longer than the filter in this bottle. Okay, so you really got to lean over the side of your freaking kayak to take a drink. Have you ever leaned in a kayak before? Do you know what happens when you do that? Skibloosh, you're done. You're in the water. So what I can do with this, or what I can do with this, is I can literally take it, pop the lid, stick it in the water, fill it up, hopefully not get any minnows in there. If I do, free bait. Pop the top back on, and I got beverage on the go. Dope. That's also going to be great this summer if I take Potato and we go camping again. He just gives me the derpiest look because I call them Potato. You know, that way there we'll both have water on the go, because I'm pretty sure you can just pour the water out of that and it'll be good. And I got something else for the kayak, because one of the issues I have being inexperienced, where are my keys? Everything's in the truck. Hopefully it's not raining out yet. They're calling for freaking hail today. It's plus 28 degrees right now and they're calling for freaking hail. But, oh, there's my key. Let's go into the truck. We'll get the shit out. I'll show you what's going on. I will show you what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, look at this miserable weather out here. So I'm hoping for this weekend that it's going to be somewhat nice out. They're saying it's supposed to be nice Sunday, but I was hoping for Saturday. I'm probably going to film this part in the garage just cause. Anyway, this is what I got from Canadian Tire. So it's just like a lightweight aluminum construction, 8-inch airless tires. Should be big enough where I can break it down and shove it into the back of the kayak. It can hold up to 150 pounds. Kayak only weighs 70. We're fine. Even with all the gear in it, we're still fine. Actually, you know what? It probably doesn't take any tools to assemble. Let's just build it right here. And I got something else. They have these on sale. Price still on it? Yeah, $32.99. These are normally $54. It's a friggin' dock runner by Ugly Stick. Tiniest little dinkiest freaking rod you ever did see. But I've watched videos of guys on YouTube playing with these and trying to break them on big fish and just not able to. Like, it looks like an ice fishing rod to me, but it totally isn't. I don't know what the action is on it. It's really floppy. Apparently they're really hard to break, so. But it's got a spinning setup on it that needs to be tightened. Holy, was that ever loose? So yeah, it's got a spinning setup on it. I don't know what kind of line it is. I want to say probably 6-pound monofilament. Apparently you can put 8-pound on here. We're gonna try it with this line. This line's garbage. Whatever. The eyes were all crooked on it, but it's just my eyes playing a trick on me. So we'll play with that. Apparently you can cast them really far too. So let's see what we got going on here. If we can open this dang thing. How is this thing opening? Wow, I can't even get into the box. I'm awesome. That moment that you can't even get into the box should have given me instructions for how to open the dang thing. There we go. I'll just open it. Now, it's funny because I went on Canadian Tire, and like I do with all the Amazon stuff, I always read the reviews, and people bitch and moan about, it doesn't fit the kayak well, it doesn't fit the kayak well, kayak falls off. Do this, eh? So yeah, that's gonna fit well in the porthole. Then it just opens up like that, and then you have your like kickstand. Now these tires, where are the cotter pins? Does this not come with cotter pins? Oh yeah, there. So you get 2 cotter pins. They're literally all the same. This is the same as the Vivor, as the Suzy. There's no difference at all. These are airless tires, and that's what they're boasting about on the site. You clip them on, slide them in place. There's no bearings in them. They just sit there like an idiot. Take your little clips here, open them up, slide them through the hole, and then that's it. You're done. Tires are on. That's simple. Reverse the process to take it apart. You got yourself a cart. So your kayak sits on here. It comes with a tie-down strap right here that you wrap around your kayak to hold it in place. So I'm going to pull the kayak out, and we're going to try this thing out and see how well it works. See, like I said, carrying that big monstrosity, and it doesn't look big on camera, but it's 13 feet long, guys. I got you guys in wide view right now. Like, that's a 20-foot tent. This is 13 feet long. I should easily be able to fit it back in this porthole here when it's not in use. Should be plenty of room in here. I also need to figure out how the hell I'm going to mount a GoPro to this thing, because I don't have any GoPro mounts available to fit it, because I plan on filming this. The whole reason that I'm going out is for 2 reasons, right? One is the fish, and one is to film this, but let's go ahead and see if we can get this cart here. Come up with an idea on how we're going to strap it so that it doesn't run off on us. So I'm thinking under here, like so. Dead center. Oh, this stupid guy doesn't fit. I'm writing a bad review. Through this hook. I'll show you my plan here, guys. I'm thinking other kayaks probably don't have these features, and maybe that's why they're having problems. All right, just kind of wobbly camera. You guys are probably gonna go for a ride here in a minute. But the way I see it is you slide this through here. Hopefully I kept it straight. Alright, so our first problem. There's too much slack on this side. Okay, so that's not going to work to go through the eye hole. So we need to come up with a new plan. My new plan is not to go through here, put it underneath the elastic bands. See, there's like elastic bands right here. And maybe if I rode it under there, there's nowhere stable I can put you guys. Don't fall. No, you're gonna fall. This kayak's leaning. I can't tell exactly where we are on the stand or why it's leaning. The kickstand's down. Maybe this thing's supposed to go the other way. I might even just modify this, take this strap clean off. So yeah, if anybody's wondering why I wanted to put that stick in there, that's the reason why, so I can strap it up and hold it open. The boat, you know what? Thought of a problem. Last year I put this lock on the ball, so in case anybody got in here and they thought they'd be clever by stealing the boat, they'd have a bitch of a time. Problem is I can't remember where I put the keys, so that's a bit of a complication. It's so dead in here now. Anybody wondering what this motor is? There's a couple questions about it. It's a Johnson Seahorse, and it is a 25 horsepower. I need to get this thing out of here. I don't even know if my tires have air. Oh yeah, they do. Could use new tires in the trailer. I gotta put my new plates on. Gotta fix the lights on it. There's maintenance to be done. But you know what boat stands for, right? Bust out another 1,000. And my boss was just telling me that her and her husband just sold their pontoon boat because they were sick of it. It was such a maintenance pig, so they got rid of it. And she said, you know, there's two best times in owning a boat: the day you buy it and the day you sell it. And depending on how well this turns out this weekend, I might not even launch this thing. I fish alone. I don't see the point in actually launching a boat to go out by myself, especially one this big. I might just sell it, clean it up, make it look pretty, try and get as much as I paid for it, and just get rid of it. So I'm gonna try and wheel this thing in there, and it already fell off. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Okay, we're gonna have to rig this thing to make it stay on, because that's not gonna work. Your one tie down strap is here, the other one's over there. So when you tighten it down, it wants to turn it. So I'm wondering if I just throw a bungee over top from here to the other corner, that'll stabilize it. Probably gonna need to do some research on this, but I'm pretty sure I do have it on upside down. Pretty sure of it. Oh, let's get it back in here. Is it turning? No, it's just turning on the kayak. I might have to modify this thing to make it work. So I'm pretty sure if I read the manual, that's exactly what it's gonna tell me to do. This thing zipped up. Just gonna go ahead and do myself a favor, check out the manual, see what they say. All that picture says it all. Funny thing is that kind of almost looks like my kayak in that picture. You wrap it around the back, you wrap it around the front. It shouldn't do that. It should be good. I wonder how many other people who made bad reviews on this thing also did the same mistake, except for, unlike me, never decided to say, okay, it's time to quit pretending I know what I'm doing, bust out the instructions and read them. It's amazing, like a lot of people just won't read the instructions. You look like you got another sneeze. You gonna sneeze again? Hey, there you go. And one more for the camera. One more for the camera. I don't know what the heck that was. Just does weird things lately. Why am I looking in the fridge? Let's go upstairs, I'll show you on Google Maps where we're going. Alrighty guys, I was gonna do an OBS recording and show you, but I don't wanna. Anyway, this is Armstrong Beach. A couple years ago I did some lure testing and I tested them off these two docks just to see how they'd swim. My original plan was launch the kayak here and then come all the way down here. While I'm coming down, might as well fish these docks, right? Come all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here. And then you come into this area over here, and this is the cove right here. That's the cove. However, if you keep coming down and you go through this little trench, now you're in Camelot Lake. And I heard there's some good fishing in this lake, and I've always wanted to check it out, but I never had a way to get there because I didn't know anybody who lived in these lakes. Ivanhoe Court, and what's this one? Guinevere Court, and friggin' Camelot Drive, and you know, it's friggin' Rita Road, and Orange Crescent, Reginald Road. Like, it's all these royal names. I don't know anybody who lives there. Lancelot Avenue, and freaking Sage Road, and Charlotte Crescent, and all these people have these like nice houses on the beach here. Some people will sit up on top of here on the wall, and they'll cast from there, like right from here. They'll cast away. But I'm gonna take the kayak, come through here, and try and play around in here for a bit. If it sucks, I'll come back out. And there's plenty more lake down here to go fish, and up here, like, we stick to the shoreline. You know, there's another crescent over here to go hit. And then when I'm tired, you know, just straight up loop back. But I'm not gonna launch from up here. I'm gonna launch from right here. This is a parking lot. Park the truck, take the kayak out, put the wheels on, come up here, come down here. This is what I mean. This is all like dirt road, and then it goes gravel, and then beach sand. And I'm gonna launch right here, and then quickly hoop around, and then come through this here little crevasse into Camelot Lake. I got some floating structures out there too, I can fish that. But I plan on throwing lures at all these damn docks, because you know there's going to be bass under there just waiting to get picked off. So now that I have that cart, it's going to make things a lot easier, especially now that I know how to hook it up, and I'm going to have to fix it because it's not hooked up right. But now that I know how to hook it up, it should hopefully make it easier to carry the damn thing down. And if it gives me troubles, well, modifications, 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 because that's what we do on this channel, is we modify shit to make it work for our shit. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below to go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.